with us today. That helps. Thank you. So that's good. It happened before the meditation. So I am Janet, the person that will be leading you, your prayer chaplain today in meditation and silent meditation for 15 minutes. And we are graced here today to have Nicole, whose her specialty and company is in sound meditation and healing. And Nicole will, once we get comfortable and take some deep breaths, Nicole will begin this sound meditation and healing for us. And then as part of sound meditation and as part of Unity of Lynnwood, the rest of the meditation will be in silence. And then we will come out of the meditation in about 15 minutes. So, as we take this morning and look around us, these beautiful souls with us here this morning, and the beautiful souls in the digital audience, we just relax our bodies. We take some breaths in and out, just resting our feet on our hands, and connect with the one who is the one, with the divine, our hearts connected in one with this one spirit that we come from. And we grace this silence as we hear the sound meditation, and so it is. Now, as we gently come out of this silence, I invite you, if you so choose, just to wiggle your feet a little bit, your hands, your shoulders, and your eyes, if you choose to open them. And we give thanks, God, for this wonderful moment in our days. Just this time of connection with the heart and with the creativity of life and of sound, like the ripples of a pond, so still and yet so full of life. And we give thanks for this life, for this divine source of life and breath and sound as we go forward to be who we are to be in our day. And so it is. Amen.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul.
So let's start today with some prayer as we just allow ourselves to get centered within, connecting with that part of us that knows that we are divine, that part of us that knows that we have all we need all the time. And we open to this place, this time, this now moment. We open and we are receptive to what is ours to gain today. And also to the community and the energy and the light that is here. And so it is.
Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Good morning, Unity in Lynnwood. So great to see you all. Thank you so much and welcome. As always, we like to start by welcoming each other. So please stand as you're able and greet your neighbor this morning. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. We'd like to welcome you all back. We always like to sing together as we get started. This is a Ricky Byers song. It's called Pour Yourself in Me, and the words will be on the screen. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Pour your joy in me. Pour your joy into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Let's pour the joy. Pour your joy in me. Pour your joy into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Shine a light. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Shine a light. Shine your light in me. Shine your light into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. One more time. Pour yourself in me. Pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you, Kelly. Good morning and welcome to Unity in Lynnwood. I'm Sally West and pleased to be your platform host today. We always start with a reminder of our mission here at Unity in Lynnwood, which is grounded in practical spirituality and welcoming community. And if you would like to join me in saying our invocation that we say each week, also should appear. Though imaged and named variously, there is a singular and eternal ground of being from which all life emanates and into which all life retreats. We choose to call this ground of being God. By extension, we come to understand that we are spiritual in nature and in expansion and limitless in potential. We gather today to remember such truths, to celebrate our unity, and to honor all life. And here at Unity, we have encapsulated our core values into an acronym, EMPOWER. And each week we focus on one letter of that. This week it is the W of welcoming community. We welcome people from all spiritual traditions or from no spiritual tradition whatsoever into every activity of our community. So at Unity in Lynnwood, this spiritual openness is part of what we like to call radical inclusion. We welcome people of all races and cultures, all sexual orientations and gender identities, all family structures and political backgrounds. We welcome people who are neurodivergent and neurotypical, those who process the world quietly, and those who process it out loud. We welcome everybody, every mind, every heart, exactly as you are. We see each person as a spark of the same divine source. And yet, the three-dimensional world can feel so dense and heavy. We're weighted down by gravity and physicality. And it can be difficult to sense our divinity when we see the suffering of innocence and the stubbornness of division. But we are embodied spirit. And spirit is not subject to the physical world. So I would like to offer a prayer for wings. I have wings. Flights of imagination escape the fetters of a defined destiny. Flutters of hope lift my heart to new futures. My sense of wonder floats with the clouds, dances on treetops, and marvels at the web of all life. Riding the air of breath, I skydive down into the depths of my being and soar up to meet my soul. Can you feel the tingle of possibility in this flawed world right now? It's the sprouting of wings as more and more people realize the illusion of our self-imposed limitations. It is the growing inspiration that comes from realizing what we can be by looking at what we don't want to be anymore. The heavier the world gets, the more we humans have the potential to become angels. The darkness brings our light into sharper relief. We can lift up, inspire, protect, align with our highest selves and with divine purpose. So let's look up from our density. Let's allow the fresh air of spirit within. Together, we can lift this world to a higher vibration. Let's open our wings and soar. And so it is.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is there is only love, love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. when I lose myself, when I feel I've lost my way, when I go inside and I quiet my mind, I hear spirits say, there is only love, there is only love, love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love, there is only love, there is only love, love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love, love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love.
All right, good morning, everyone. That was beautiful, wasn't it? Kelly, thank you so much. That was so beautiful. And Sally, thank you. Your wisdom always just, I don't know, it just feels so beautiful and uplifting. So thank you for that. All right, so today we're talking about peace, finding peace in paradox, which is going to be fun, probably, a little bit fun. So let's take a deep breath and get ready. Whew. All right, so there's an invitation to all of us who are on a spiritual journey to not try to resolve every tension or rush towards certainty, but to rest in the energies, stay open to the energies, and live in that space of acceptance, openness, understanding. And that can be challenging sometimes. You know, there's different things that we experience in our lives, and sometimes some things are more difficult than others. There tends to be a consciousness of right and wrong, of us versus them, in this, you know, really everywhere. And we grow up with that. We grow up with that, this is right. I'm doing the right thing. And that can make it difficult to really accept other people, other lifestyles, other ideas. But we can find space for opposing ideas existing in the same space. So when we look within ourselves, that might be feeling gratitude for a new job, but overwhelm at the thought, right? And, not but, and overwhelm. I am grateful for this opportunity, and I am overwhelmed with what this might, what it might call me to do and be. I am grateful for my time with this wonderful person, and I'm grieving the loss. And holding those two ideas, even though they seem like they're conflicting, they are actually a whole feeling, right? Because we can be with the gratitude easily. And sometimes we try to push away the other stuff. I shouldn't feel overwhelmed. I shouldn't do that. But all that does is create resistance and discomfort, and it just takes longer to get past it. Whereas when we can hold all of it and just say, yeah, that's there. There's some overwhelm and this other thing, right? So we get into that either or thinking when we are feeling insecure, when we're feeling fearful, when we're needing validation. One of the ways this came up a lot that I really saw in my life was I was a stay-at-home mom. So grateful, and I was grateful that I got to be home. And I also think it's fabulous to work as a parent. There was a period where people were fighting over this. Well, you have to stay home because of all these things, because you're a bad mom, right? Well, you have to work because you're not showing them how to be strong. You're a bad mom, right? And this is something that is terrifying. It's terrifying being a parent, right? Because you just think everything I'm doing is wrong. I don't even know why they let me take this child home with me, you know? And so this is one of those things that you feel strongly. And when someone says, you really should be working because your kids are being cloistered or whatever, or you really should be home because of this and that, you want to say, no, I'm right. You know, I'm right. Because you don't want to have to deal with the fact that maybe there's good and bad, or maybe the fears that you're feeling about yourself might be true, but there are a million ways to parent, right? And every parent, every child is different and unique, every situation, and there isn't a right or wrong when it comes to that, you know? There is a good and challenging on both sides. And that's what we can hold. I love being a stay-at-home mom, and I really respect women who work. That's that both and thinking instead of the either or thinking. And when you find yourself saying things like, I really love my family, but I really need a break from them, right? The but really kind of cancels out that first part, right? When we can say, I really love my family, and I also need a break sometimes. You know, you can feel the difference. It's allowing for both parts, both pieces of the equation, and it gives us that space that we can both be right. Both things can be true at the same time. When you're talking with somebody and you're having a disagreement, is it possible for you to hold the space that maybe their experience is different from mine? We don't have to agree. That's okay. But we don't say they're wrong. We're just in a different space. We've had different experiences. We're seeing the world from our perspective, and they're seeing theirs from their perspective, right? And when we can hold that space, it takes the pressure off, it takes the blame away, and it allows us to show up more fully as us. So peace isn't always found in resolving tension. It's also found in accepting that there are going to be different ideas, different ways of doing things. This comes up so much at work, right? Or when you're on a team where you have one person who's like, I want all the details right here, and the other one's just like, whatever, it'll work out, it'll be fine. And you have that, what am I going to do with this person? But it's just different, right? Both people probably get the job done. They just have their own way of doing it. And when we can see that and hold that space, how much more comfortable is our life? I don't have to fight this person. I can say, okay, they like to do things this way, and that's great. That's their way. I don't have to change them or fight them. Both are fine. So I was looking through this, and Richard Rohr came up because he's done a lot about the dualistic thinking and the paradox. So I found a quote. If you don't know Richard Rohr, he is a Franciscan priest who writes a lot about spirituality, and it's wildly similar to unity. And he's hysterical, and he's like in his 80s or 90s, and he's the best. So he wrote, dualistic thinking is operative almost all of the time now. It is when we choose to prefer one side and then call the other side of the equation false, wrong, heresy, or untrue. But what we judge as wrong is often something to which we have not yet been exposed, or that somehow threatens our ego. The dualistic mind splits the moment and forbids the dark side, the mysterious, the paradoxical. This is the common level of conversation that we experience in much of politics and religion. It lacks humility and patience, and it's the opposite of contemplation. I love that end part. It's the opposite of contemplation. When we're like, no, this is how it is. As opposed to, isn't it interesting? Maybe there's another way to think about that. Maybe there's another way to show up for that thing. And unity teaches us, well, really in unity we have a lot of paradoxes in our teachings. We're both human and divine. God is both within us and beyond us. God is in all of us 100%. Right? I mean, that's just the truth. So the paradox is really a sign of spiritual expansion. Being willing to grow and learn more, see other people's perspectives. In 2 Corinthians 12, 9 through 11, God says, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. And Paul says, therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. This is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, and difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. It's that idea of just letting go, right? Just surrendering to what is, to having faith, even when you're having doubt, and trusting that we don't need to control anything. That's big, right? We don't need to control anything. We just need to show up as ourselves. Stay open, listen, be present. Confucius said, the green reed which bends in the wind is stronger than the mighty oak which breaks in a storm. That's said a couple different ways, or a couple different quotes, but I really love that one because it really brings it home, right? When you're stiff and unmoving, you're much more likely to get knocked over than if you're willing to go with the flow. And this is one of those areas. I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't, want things a certain way. It's just understanding that maybe other people don't. And that's okay. I love that idea because it reminds me when I start getting stuck or defensive or ready to go, that I should be bending in the wind as well. So both and thinking, both can be right and. It invites us into a larger consciousness, a larger understanding. It asks us to loosen our grip on rigid categories and trust that opposites can coexist. In fact, they often complete each other. So consider when you're facing some uncertainty, but you still know that it's yours to do. You can hold both of those. This is scary, and I'm going to do it anyway. In fact, you remember that book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway? I read that in like my early 20s, and it changed my life because I had a lot of fear. I was very fearful. And knowing that I could say, oh, this is really scary, but I'm just going to do it, like changed my world. And that's kind of it, right? You can hold that, oh, this is so scary, and I know this is mine to do, and I'm going to take the steps. They're opposite, but they support each other. Nelson Mandela said, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man who is not he who does not feel afraid. Sorry, let me start over. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. And Franklin Roosevelt said, courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the assessment that something else is more important than fear. Love it, love it, love it. We can hold both. We can hold the fear and still step forward. So when we're in our life and we're finding ourselves getting that familiar like discomfort and like that desire to fight, we can remind ourselves, I am whole. This doesn't define me. Whatever it is. Being a stay-at-home mom doesn't define me. It's a thing that I lived for a little while and was grateful. I'm grateful for it. And it doesn't define me. And it doesn't matter if nobody else agrees, as long as I know it's right for me. So that also means that the person you're talking with, you might disagree with, they get to decide too what's right for them and what aligns with who they are. We can remember that our truth matters, and so does everyone else's. We can tell ourselves, I trust divine timing, and I take action. So is there anything in your life that you feel like you've been kind of forcing, like maybe even been hitting your head against the wall, like we do? And I just want you don't have to go into meditation or anything, but just think about, is there a way that you could see this from a different perspective? Is there a way that you can remind yourself that you don't need people to agree with you? It's okay just to show up and to trust your heart. When we can do that, when we can let go, we have all that peace that we can carry. I don't have to fix this. That's a big one for me. I don't have to fix this right now. I can just be. I don't have to be right. It's that, it's better to be, would you rather be right or be happy? That's what it is. Yeah, that too, huge. Of course I want to be happy. So, peace and paradox. Peace and paradox isn't passive. It's a spiritual practice. Just like all of this stuff, it's a spiritual practice. It's a willingness to stand in the middle and say, both of these truths can live within me. I don't need to force a conclusion. And this is where that Christ presence within us really shines. Because the Christ does not divide, right? The Christ consciousness, it enfolds. It integrates. It sees beyond appearances to truth, to compassion, and it brings us to wisdom. So when we embrace this both-and thinking, we become more inclusive. And this isn't like we become more inclusive just of other people, but of ourselves. We acknowledge that we're good. We can be lazy one day and still be doing great. We can have a day off and have some rest and still be successful. So this is peace. And it's not absence of the tension. It's just being in the present of it and allowing the understanding to go deeper. Allowing it to hold everything together. Stepping away from division and understanding that two things can be true. So I invite you into this practice this week. I just want you to notice when you're trying to force something or when you're really defensive, and check in and be like, why am I defensive? Why do I want to fight? Because the best thing we can do is just not give people a reason to fight with us, right? Just like, nope, you go do your thing, we're good. But I'm going to invite you just to notice. Where am I feeling defensive? Where am I fighting? Where am I trying to force someone to understand the way I understand? And how can I shift into acceptance and embrace who they are and how they show up in the world? So I'm going to invite us into a meditation. Get still. Allow yourself to feel the chair beneath you. Allow your body to soften a bit. And you can close your eyes or just soften your gaze. Go ahead and just breathe. Just notice it. And allow yourself to be fully present in the now. In this now moment. And as you rest here, gently become aware of your inner thoughts, your feelings, your energy. Without judging, without fixing, simply noticing. I invite you to go back to that place in your life where you feel a little bit tense. A place where two truths seem to be pulling in different directions. Maybe it's a decision or a relationship, or just something unfolding within you. I invite you to hold that situation gently and from a place of love. Now notice what each side is saying, either each person or each side within yourself. Think about what each part of you is feeling. And allow both to be present. Imagine that your awareness is wide, spacious, just like the open sky. And within the spacious awareness, both of these truths can exist. They don't cancel each other out. They do not need to compete. We simply hold them. We hold them with love, compassion, and a willingness to really see beyond the appearance. Feel that spaciousness within you, the capacity to hold more than one truth. Notice your quiet strength And as you breathe in, just allow. And as you breathe out, trust. So breathing in, we allow that spaciousness. And as we breathe out, we just trust. Everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. And now let's gently affirm within ourselves, I am spacious enough to hold all of my experience. I honor the wisdom in every part of me. Peace lives within me, even in paradox. And I invite you to bring this spaciousness with you back into this space, allowing your awareness to shift back to your body, carrying this peace that doesn't depend on certainty, peace in paradox. It's alive within you now. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes, turn back to this space. And I want you to remember, you do not have to resolve every paradox to be peaceful. Sometimes the most profound peace comes when we allow the mystery to remain, when we allow ourselves to get a deeper understanding of the mystery and trust that we can hold that space. That is peace in paradox. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Reverend Angie. At this point in our service, we prepare to give. And we remember that every gift we share is an act of love, a way of saying yes to the work of Spirit here at Unity in Lynnwood and in the world. Your generosity helps us create a place of belonging, peace, and transformation for all who enter. We invite you to give from the heart, knowing that as you give, you also receive, for in God's economy, love always multiplies. You can also give through our website or by texting using the QR code on the screen. And there are envelopes in the seat back in front of you also if you'd like to do it that way. Multiple ways of giving. So ushers, please come forward.
All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. In sweet surrender, in sweet surrender. The altar of love, all that I am, I offer at the altar of love, in sweet surrender, sweet surrender, all that I am, I offer at the altar
So we are so grateful for all of you, for all that you do here at Unity in Lynnwood, and for all that you share. And we just bless these tithes, knowing that they are expanding, that they are going forth, doing amazing work in our community and beyond. And together we bless them with divine love flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. We are so, so, so grateful. And so it is. Thank you.
So I'd just like to say that if this is your first time here at Unity in Lynnwood, we welcome you and so happy you're here. And we have an ambassador who has a new member packet or just some information and may answer any questions that you have. And our ambassador this week is Michelle. She's standing up there in the back. So if you'd like to speak with her, she'd be happy to talk with you. We're also deeply grateful for our online community, and this week we've had 19 people watching online live. Deb from South Jersey, these are just the ones that put their name in. Leslie from Lake Bosworth, Dale from Lake Stevens, Francis from Lynnwood, Debbie from Martha Lake, John from Uganda, we're an international crowd here, and Ursula from Cocoa, Florida. If you'd like to turn to the camera where that Fran is behind, and just say hi and thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate you. Okay, thank you.
So we're going to be going into our invitations today, and we have quite a few, but we'll try to get through them. So today's town hall. So after we're complete today, please go grab a snack, get some water, get what you need, and just come back here, and we will get started as soon as we can. We have our YFM Beach Night this week, Wednesday, the 29th at 5:30. I'm going to cough real quick. Okay. Hands-on housing this Saturday, and we're going to have more about that in a moment. Today we have a flower dedication, and this is to Mary Sue with deep gratitude for 22 years of wedded bliss from John. We love you guys. It's amazing. All right, so our community potluck is going to be the second Sunday coming up in August, because that's going to be Jennifer Lovejoy's last speaking day here. It's going to be with Rabbi Ted, and it's just going to be an opportunity for us to celebrate her and all that she's done here and all of the light that she brings all the time. And so Aiden is also going to be moving. He can't hear this right now. We have it set up. What I would love to do, and this is last minute, and I apologize, but I know it's going to be, whatever happens is going to be great. I would love to pass a second basket, and just if you want to just give a little bit to him, he's going to be driving cross country to get the Unity Village, and I'd love for him to just have some cash to take with him, something nice, and he's done so much for this community. So we're going to do it and just see what happens, and then in a little bit we'll call him in and embarrass him a little bit. So why don't we go ahead, while that's going, we can do the hands-on housing.
Good morning, all. Welcome. I'm here to talk about hands-on housing. It's coming up on August the 1st. Community growth, community shareness of spreading our good cheer to help someone in some desire to help their life become a little better. Come out, enjoy. We'll find something for everybody to do. No matter what your skills, we can come out and do that. This year it's going to be in Mountain Lake Terrace. And here's some of our leadership team. I've been doing it for a number of years and proud to have been doing it while I can. Thank you.
Okay. So, practical spirituality, welcoming community. I say it every year. But there is no better way for me to show or to exemplify that mission statement than hands-on housing. We've got our welcoming community aspect down. Todd D is our new entrant to the family. But we've got the practical spirituality aspect that we've got to do a little bit, and there's nothing more practical than, I think, working with the dirt. It just is. There's at the end there is so much sense of accomplishment, satisfaction, appreciation, understanding, getting to know one another a little bit better. I'm hoping that my brother Art is out there. I need his bionic clippers. But we need help. We do need help, and we've got people signed up, but we're just thinking that maybe there's a group out there that is intending to come, has everything's planned, the cars is already packed, but they haven't signed up yet, and so I want to encourage you to go to our website, scroll to the bottom of the homepage, and you can click on the hands-on housing tab, or this is what I do. I can't figure out the scroll to the bottom of the web page, so I just go to the calendar and click on August 1st. So we need you to come give us a hand. We do great work. We do great work, and I got to tell you, if you don't want to meet new people, if you don't want to laugh and giggle, if you don't want to just enjoy the weather here in Washington in the summer, this probably isn't your event. But if any of those things sound appealing to you, like the laughing aspect or having lunch with your friends or just meeting new people, we've got an awesome opportunity for you on August 1st. We hope to see you there. Thank you.
How can you follow Don Duran? I mean, really. But I'm here because, they say there's always a good woman behind every man. Well, I'm the good woman behind an amazing team of men who, honestly, if you put their skills and talents and love and passion for service together, there is nothing they can't do. They are incredible. It's been an honor to be working with them for 7 years. So for our first event was probably our greatest transformation. And it was so because we had 60% of our congregation show up that day. And that is why we were able to do what we can do. And I know it was exciting then because it was the first time and you were excited to find out. But you know what? For each homeowner, it's new. It's a revelation. I had one homeowner say to me, "This feels like a miracle just dropped in my lap." So we need you, even if it's kind of feeling old hat now to you, it is not to Todd. And we need your help. We are hoping to get that 60% participation again. Right now we're at 24%. And I want to tell you that women are registering 2-to-1 to men. And we need some brawn and muscle. And if you're like me and your body is not what it used to be and it is screaming at you a little bit and you're wondering, is there going to be anything I can do there? Let me assure you, you can. We will find small things for you to do. Sometimes just walking around and saying, "Hey, you're doing a great job painting," or bringing a bottle of water. So with Angie's message today, I'm going to say, my human body can't do what it used to do, and I can be present with love and light.
All right, so let's go ahead and bring Aiden in here, if you can connect us. Can you hear us? Aiden, we need you in the sanctuary. Please join us here, please. Aiden. Woohoo! All right. I have to. Come on up. So Aiden has been with us since he was a baby, right? Since like from the beginning?
Unity specifically.
Unity, forever. Because I've known people who've said, I've known him since he was little. And you've been such a big part of our community. He's on the board. He's helping with the YFM. He's doing NGU. And now he's stepped into, well, he has been stepping into like a larger expression in Unity through leading the NGU, which is the next generation of Unity, young adults, and even moving to Unity Village to just be there and do more. Do you want to say anything to the community?
Yeah.
I figured you would.
It has been wonderful being part of this community, Unity in Lynnwood. I was welcomed here almost 3 or 4 years ago now by our youth, and had the wonderful opportunity to support them. They're standing back there. They're just amazing. Yes, just give them a round of applause. So I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. And I've just had just a wonderful time. And then being platform host here has been a wonderful experience as well. And being on the board and just being able to support a community that's supported me my entire life. So I'm going to continue doing that as I move to our home in Kansas City and continue growing our young adults. So I thank you all.
All right. So we wanted to give you some extra support on your long journey to Kansas City. So we did a second round of the basket today. And we'll just let whatever's in there is yours. Yes, just so you have some money to get across country. I'm going to tell you that this is actually our experience. They did this at our church before we came here, and it was so beautiful. So I'm hoping that you have that spot, and you can do something fun, right? Or just feel more comfortable with everything. So the youth do a special blessing. They say, we love you, we bless you, and we behold the Christ you are. Right? Okay, so let's do that together. We love you, we bless you, and we truly appreciate you. That's what I meant. And we behold the Christ you are. Namaste. And then they do all kinds of weird stuff, but yay! So I can give that to you now or after. So yay. Aiden, we love you. And we're so grateful to have had you here. All right. So our prayer chaplains today are Chris and Janet, and they're going to be right here up front if you need some prayer support today. And if you need prayer support and you're online, please send a prayer to prayer@unityinlynnwood.org, and we will get back to you and support you in prayer. So let's go ahead and close today. Let's take a moment to hold Aiden in light and see his move going so good, and knowing that he's going to just be a superstar wherever he goes, seeing him successful and happy, and knowing he'll come back to visit quite a bit. And as we move forward, we take with us that openness, that joy, that receptivity, knowing that we can hold more than one thing at a time, more than one idea, knowing that we can be safe and comfortable, knowing who we are and trusting our inner guidance. So we step forward with gratitude and love. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
May the long time sun shine upon you. Surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on.
we have our town hall, so come back and sit in with us so you can hear what's going on. Thank you so much. Thank you.